This is the story of Alex and Sarah, a couple whose love story wasn't just about the sunny days, but about how they held hands and walked through the storms. When they first met, it was like a scene from a movie. Laughter came easy, dreams were big, and the future looked like an endless, bright horizon. They were young, full of hope, and so deeply in love that they felt they could conquer anything together. They pictured a beautiful home, the sound of children's laughter filling the rooms, and a life built on shared joy. Their love was their foundation, strong and unshakable, and they were so excited to start building their forever. They planned their wedding, picked out names for their future kids, and truly believed that their fairy tale was just beginning. But life, as it often does, had other plans. The first clouds gathered not as a dramatic storm, but as a slow, creeping shadow of financial stress. Bills started piling up, unexpected expenses hit them one after another, and the pressure began to mount. The easy laughter was replaced by worried whispers late at night. The stress frayed their nerves and tested their patience. They argued over money, something they never thought would happen. It felt like they were drifting apart, each lost in their own sea of anxiety. Just as they were struggling to keep their heads above water, the universe dealt them its cruelest blow. Sarah had a miscarriage. The dream they had nurtured so carefully was shattered in an instant. The silence in their home became deafening, filled with unspoken grief and a profound sense of loss. It was a pain so deep it felt like it would break them. The grief was a heavy blanket, threatening to smother the love that was left. Sarah retreated into herself, while Alex struggled to be the strong one, hiding his own heartbreak. There were days they couldn't even look at each other without seeing the reflection of their shared loss. But in the darkest moments, a tiny flicker of their old connection remained. One evening, Alex found Sarah crying silently. He didn't say a word. He just sat beside her and held her hand. In that simple touch, they found a lifeline back to each other. They started talking again, not just about the bills or the chores, but about their pain. They cried together, they shared their anger, their guilt, and their sorrow. They learned to be a team again, not against the world, but for each other. They made a pact to face everything, side by side, no matter how hard it got. This was their turning point. Slowly, carefully, they began to rebuild. They created a budget, cutting back on everything non-essential. Alex took on extra work, and Sarah found a freelance gig she could do from home. It was exhausting, but every small victory, every bill paid off, was a step forward. They celebrated these small wins, learning to find joy not in what they had, but in their shared effort and resilience. As their finances stabilized, the heavy weight on their shoulders began to lift. They started to laugh again, to dream again, but this time their dreams were tempered with the wisdom of their experience. They focused on healing, on rediscovering the simple joys of being together, taking long walks, cooking dinner, and just talking. They didn't pressure themselves or their future. They just focused on being present for one another. Their love, once tested by fire, was now forged into something stronger, more profound, and unbreakable. Then, one morning, when they least expected it, a little blue line appeared on a test. They were pregnant again. But this time, the joy was mixed with a cautious fear. They held their breath through every doctor's appointment, every ultrasound. They leaned on each other more than ever, their shared past making their bond for the future even more precious. And then the day came. A healthy, beautiful baby entered their world, filling their home not just with cries and laughter, but with a sense of completeness they had yearned for. Looking at their little family, Alex and Sarah saw more than just a happy ending. They saw the rainbow after the storm. Their journey taught them that love isn't about avoiding the hardships. It's about holding on tight and walking through them together, knowing that on the other side, there is always hope. Thank you for watching their story. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more inspiration.